I just watched a video about one of the newest McDonald's in the UK, British, England. I don't know what part. I don't know England that well, so I've never been there. But it is a highly sustainable building. It's their most modern construction design that they have ever come up with. Solar panels, sheep's wool insulation, recycled materials. They have a goal of zero carbon emissions in the future. The menu had plant-based products. Some very cool stuff from the leading place over here in the U.S. Where I do deliveries and stuff. McDonald's, wherever they're centered, is like the center of the fast food industry. Like every single one of their locations. In most states in the United States, at least in this year, 2021, with Uber Eats, taking over a huge market share of the fast food delivery industry, McDonald's had thrived during the COVID period. I don't know what the numbers are, but just from experience and doing deliveries, McDonald's was definitely a thriving fast food restaurant. And Taco Bell did pretty well, but McDonald's, I feel like, blew out the competition. And the fact that they're, leading at least that industry over here in the U.S. I don't know how it is in the rest of the world, but they're also leading in sustainable green construction. It's a good sign. That's a great sign. I think I made a video last week about how economic sustainability and competition between industries and capitalism in terms of economic sustainability, that kind of competition is what I think we need to help promote sustainability in a proactive manner. And one of the major issue with sustainability globally around the world is that a lot of the businesses that exist around the world are competing against one another, and they care more about the competition amongst the other businesses within their industry more than they care about being sustainable, and how they impact the world around them. So they care more about making money from a competitive standpoint in their industry, because that's what immediately determines their success. But in the long run, since capitalism has existed, businesses have cared very little about how they impact the world around them, because they're always worried about competition. So if competition is being shifted into sustainable marketing, and that's becoming a huge beneficial marketing tactic into the future, then that is going to help diminish the negatives of economic competition in terms of global sustainability. So that's huge to me. That's a huge plus, in my opinion, in terms of global sustainability from an economic, private business perspective. Because the only other thing that's going to promote sustainability is the government. On the back end, the government's policies are always going to drag. The way they push something like sustainability, it's gonna drag. It's not gonna be a very proactive initiative. So if businesses can take the proactive initiative into sustainability and being more sustainable, it jumps a huge step of the government pushing businesses to be proactive, because the government's always going to drag. It's just the nature of the government, the way that funding is the capitalist for that, government businesses. It's just naturally going to drag. So this is huge. It's phenomenal. It's, McDonald's McDonald's is a huge powerhouse in terms of marketing, in terms of global economic success. They're all over the world in different versions, and known all over the world. They're just a powerhouse. So for them to be pushing a sustainable initiative and capitalizing on the fact that there's a shift in economic competition in terms of promoting sustainability and marketing sustainable practices makes sense, and it's great to hear from my perspective. I used to go into the wellness center in my college in Buffalo, and I used to these were free and condoms were free, and I used to just grab them. If I had a class on the way to, and I was passing the wellness center, I'd just stop in, on the reg, just scoop up some chapstick and some condoms. Nonchalant, no biggie. It's time for a water run. Got a little exercise, saved about probably $5 or $6. I'll take it. Honestly, it smells exactly like corned beef. I'm pretty excited. It smells pretty good. saw a good opportunity. Let's go grocery shopping. Good morning. Look for a bunch of stuff. Not too many people in there. It's a good call, honestly. Spent $37 and change on a bunch of stuff. We got health foods. We got bananas. We got oranges. We got apples. Some food that's gonna give me some solid energy the next couple weeks. Pump out some SEO. Study for my insurance test. You gotta take it in like a week, like 10 days. Lots of hot sauce. Instant coffee. I buy coffee every freaking morning. Can't find. I had another instant one that's pretty old. I threw it in a bin because I didn't think I was going to use it for a couple days, and now I cannot find that older instant coffee. So we got to do one. It's glass. Hopefully, it doesn't break. Stocked and loaded. Whoo. My body is not used to potted meats. That is positive. Oh man. Went down pretty smooth. It tasted kind of like, it was like salty corned beef, like salty, mushy corned beef. But that texture, the substance of it, it's just not made, I don't think, to sit in somebody's digestive system for very long. It's like a sloppy Joe. It's very, the consistency of it was like gelatinous.
This is the final round.